standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Lady, Mark 54. I know he ain't got it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety got it.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
54. Now watch one. He's checking.
On third down, Rosen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football, go make a play, and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back, you remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Just like that.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long here for Rosen. That's caught by Treadwell. That's good for 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And now it's Rosen looking. It's complete to Diggs. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. That'll be complete to Cook. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screen.
He's got daylight. The 30. Past the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Now it's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Middle.
On 2nd and inches, Rosen. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Deuce, 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 deuce.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They're running it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
You take it right on the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special
into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ready, go 80, go 80. 54, right, 54. Check the out, check the out, check the out.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The big fella, 20, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
20. Recon, 152 fighter.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second and 12, Ryan, and his pass incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hey, Delta. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike. Hey, quickly.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Calvin Ridley. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Come on, fellas.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready, we're ready. That's 25. Right, 54. Yeah. Get up.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Here's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Ito Smith, his first carry, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Rosen, flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's caught by Treadwell. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And it's complete to Mitchell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Slam.
80 weapon. Bang. 8-punt.
Rosen now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Rosen will throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Jones has it. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down of the process. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times. Because
oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 50.
Hey, two. Get out.
From the gun, Ryan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on second down. Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott Good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ryan to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, high 7.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. 1st down Falcons. Now it's Ryan. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play there out of Cook. 54 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. The 40. The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the curve! Watch the curve!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.